class. All right, so I love animals. I figured why not read another book about an animal. I read a book about a duck last time, so today I wanted to read you a book called The Koala Who Could. So this is not like about koalas, it just has the koala as the main character, but I was like, why not play a little video as well? Let's learn a little bit about koalas if you are interested. I'm gonna play a little video on the screen, on the big screen here. I'm going to, there we go.
Let's learn about koalas. Although you may have heard them called koala bears, koalas are not bears at all.
What?
Like bears, koalas are mammals, which means they are warm-blooded,
So cute.
have fur, and feed their babies milk. Unlike bears, koalas are a special kind of mammal called marsupials. Marsupials have pouches to carry their babies in for a few months after they are born. Kangaroos are probably the most famous marsupials, but koalas have pouches too.
Do you guys know where koalas live? They live in a whole different country. They live in mainly Australia.
Baby koalas are called joeys. When they are born, they are only about the size of a jelly bean. They have no fur and their eyes and ears are closed. Koala joeys will stay in their mother's pouches for about 6 months. Once a baby koala comes out of the pouch, it will hang onto its mother's back or stomach and stay with her for another 6 months. Full-grown koalas reach lengths of 24 to 33 inches,
They're always
or
on the
60 to
trees.
85 centimeters, and weights of up to 33
So
pounds or
cute.
15 kilograms,
Looks like a little
although
bear.
the females are usually much smaller. Koalas are native to eastern Australia, where the eucalyptus forest they call their home grow. They are herbivores and eat almost exclusively eucalyptus leaves.
Herbivores. Herbivores means that they only eat plants. Okay, well I'm just gonna pause it there because I want to read the book to you guys. It's called The Koala Who Could. What do you guys think this might be about? The Koala Who Could. This story is basically, it teaches us a lesson. So by the end of the book, hopefully you would have learned a lesson. I like how big this book is. In a wonderful place where the day was just dawning and the breezes blew soft on a warm golden morning, in a place where the creatures ran wild and played free, a koala called Kevin clung to a tree. You guys see him? There he is. So his name is Kevin. A nicer gray fellow you never would meet, as a soft thing from ear tufts to feet. His favorite way to relax in the sun was to cling and to nap and to munch a leaf bun. And after all this, well, he'd need a nice rest. Yes, Kevin liked sticking to what he knew best. You see, high up was safe since he liked a slow pace, while the ground down below seemed a frightening place. Too fast and too loud and too big and too strange. Nope, Kevin preferred not to move or to change. So what do we know about Kevin so far? He doesn't like change. He's comfortable where he is in the tree, and it's scary to him down below where all these other animals are, and he says it's too fast, too big, too loud. So he clung to his tree as he knew what to do, and was never too keen to try anything new. So when Wombat stopped by and shouted one day, "Hey Kevin, why don't you come down here and play?" I think, he replied, I should stay on my plant. I'm busy right now. No, I'm sorry, I can't. Has anyone tried to ask you to do something but you were too scared to do it? So you were like, I'm not doing it. That's what he's doing right now. Why not? Cried the Roos with a super loud cheer. Yes, why? Called the Dingoes. There's nothing to fear. But Kevin, who'd never been one to act fast, said, I've clinging to do, but it's nice that you asked. He's like, I'm just gonna stay right here and cling to the tree. They're like, why don't you come down? As Kevin sat watching them chatter and share, a part of him wished he could join them down there. But he knew he'd miss home. It was dark and so late. The whole thing was risky. Adventure could wait. Whatever the invite, he'd always say no. Oh dear, it seemed Kevin... Ooh, what's happening? It seemed Kevin just couldn't let go. It's a nice big picture. So his life was the same, no matter the day. The weeks came and went, and the months rolled away, and Kevin stayed still while the world moved around, until he awoke to a worrying sound. Tap, tap, the sound went. Well, this was a blow. Tap, tappity, tap, tap, tap. Oh no, what's happening? It's a woodpecker tapping at his tree. Uncling, the crowd called, which had gathered below. Do you guys know what it means to be clung to something, clinged? Like, he's wrapping around that tree so tight, he is just, I don't know if you call it clung or cling to it. He's clinging to it, like so tightly held on to it. So that's where they're saying uncling, as in like, let go. Leap and we'll catch you. Just let yourself go. But Kevin was scared. Let go? No, I won't, shouted Kevin. Oh dear, I just... can't. Woomph. Down came the tree, and with it was bringing crash and wallop, a Kevin still clinging. He's like, I just can't, and it's falling, but he's still holding on. Oh my goodness. Kevin, he carefully opened one eye and looked up at the love staring down from the sky. Then one paw by one paw he loosened his hold. He felt stringy and light and happy and bold. What does bold mean? It means brave. The worst he could think of had now come to pass, and he was just fine. Why, he felt first class. So when Wombat leaned over and held out his paw, Kevin no longer felt worry or doubt. When Dingo asked, now will you come out to play? The crowd all joined in with a what do you say? And even though this wasn't part of his plan, Kevin replied, yes, I think that I can. And Kevin, from then on, was always can do. Because life can be great when you try something new. Yay! And this says, sometimes a little change can open up your world to big possibilities. So what's the lesson of the story? What's something you learned? I'm sure you can make some connections to the story. Like, can you relate to Kevin in any way? Do you relate to Kevin being scared to try something new? It could be several different things. For me personally, I'm scared of heights, and I wish that I could enjoy roller coasters more, but I'm so scared of heights that I only go on certain roller coasters if I go on a roller coaster, because I get scared. But the minute, if I would just get on and try it, I would probably love it. And I have done that a couple times with ones that I was scared to get on, but I just went on anyways, and it ended up being really fun. So it's like stepping out of your comfort zone, trying new things is a good thing. Even if it's a little bit of a risk, right? Even if it's a little bit dangerous, it's okay to take that risk sometimes. It just depends what it is, I guess. But can you think of another example how you can relate to Kevin? Could even be like in school. I know you guys don't come here to school, but when you're doing your schoolwork, even reading and writing, when you struggle with reading, when you struggle with writing, and you're saying, oh, I can't do this, right? But he used to say, I can't. By the end of the book, he was saying, I can, right? So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me see how long this video is.
Although there are about 600 types of eucalyptus trees in Australia,
I can keep playing.
Koalas will only eat about 120 of them. And an individual koala will only eat leaves from about 4 to 6 types.
There it is.
Eucalyptus trees are both food and a home for koalas.
Aww.
Koalas have short, curved claws, ideal for climbing trees, and 2 thumbs on their front paws that help them to grip small branches. They rarely even come to the ground to drink. The name koala is from an Aboriginal word meaning
they rarely
no drink,
come. They
because
rarely come to the
koalas
ground.
get most of their water from the leaves they eat. Koalas spend almost all of their time in the treetops, eating, or more likely, sleeping.
He's stretching his
Koalas usually sleep between 18 and 22 hours a day.
It's a lot of
It takes
sleeping.
a lot of energy to digest eucalyptus leaves. Eucalyptus leaves are poisonous to most animals, but koalas have an extra long digestive system that allows them to break down the leaves without being hurt by the poison. Although koalas are not currently endangered, they are in trouble. Once they were hunted in large numbers for their soft fur.
Aww.
Although they are protected now, they need plenty of eucalyptus trees, about 100 trees per koala, to have enough food to eat.
100 trees per koala. They eat what kind of trees? Off what kind of trees? Eucalyptus. Can you guys say that word? Eucalyptus. And as the video is saying, they spend like all day in the tree. Can you imagine spending the whole day inside of a tree? That's the way koalas live. That's why Kevin was afraid to come down, because he was used to being in the tree. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this fun little video that I just wanted to do for fun. And I'll see you soon. Thank you.